Marion Boarding had earlier there. Did you know what I got? No, nice day. Terrible? Teams for all ages 10U and up. Be sure to sign up for the tryouts at the farm. And for more information on that, please visit thefarmsalem.com. Tonight's Sideline Sports Medicine is provided by the Physical Therapy Project, located in downtown Salem. The PT Project is designed with the athlete in mind that proudly serves all ages and abilities. At the beautiful facility, you will receive exceptional high-quality individualized care from experts and providers. They pride themselves on getting all these physicians quickly with no referral needed. Batting sixth, the shortstop. Hitting seventh is the catcher number 37, Nolan Bravo. And batting eighth, and our rear batter tonight, the right fielder number 26, Garrett Wheeler. In the ninth spot, number 46, Jack Arney. And pitching for the Pippins, number 17, Connor Lawson. Tonight's rear batter is you can get half off all adult beverages in the next 15 minutes after the strikeout. This deal is only good at our main bar located behind the Thursday's Bleacher.
Tuesday, July 22nd, in sunny, blue skies, beautiful Salem, Oregon, at Chemeketa Baseball Field, home of the newest member of the West Coast League, your Marion Berries. It is great to be back for some more baseball here in the summer of 2025, starting off a new series against the Yakima Valley Pippins, coming down from Central Washington to start a late season series. Going to be a big one for the Berries. 20-22 on the year, trying to get into that fourth spot in the playoff hunt. Would love to get there. Welcome back inside the Minuteman Press Box. Happy to be with you. I am Cole Weber, your voice of Marion Berries baseball here in the summer of 2025. Excited to see what the Yakima Valley Pippins have to offer. They are 9-30 coming in this year, 2-8 in their last 10 games. They're 2-10 in the second half overall. 9th place in the WCL South Division. These two teams have met once before up in Yakima. The Berries swept the Pippins 3 games to none. It was a great offensive series for them. See if they can roll that over here in this 3-game series. Let's look at what happened the last time we were here in the ballpark. That was on Sunday against the Walla Walla Sweets, who started the game off with 1 run in the top of the first inning thanks to Nikhil Beasley driving in a run. The Berries answered right back at the bottom half of the inning. Cade Goldstein, Mr. Doubled again down the left field line all the way to the fence. He's serious, he's serious, he's serious, and now he's silly. Cade Goldstein, he would come home to score off this pass ball. The first run of the game for Marion. He would add 2 more runs with 2 outs, and they've been really good with 2 outs here in these last couple of weeks. Here's a Tyler Dunning single into left field to score Hubbard from third, and then Brecken Hadley drives in Paul Vasquez to give the Berries a 3-1 lead after 1 inning. It was Grayson Bonanno's first start of the season. It's been mainly a reliever for the Berries, but here he is, went 3 2/3 on Sunday. Gave up just 3 hits and 1 run. Struck out 4 batters. That was a really nice slider down the middle to do it. After that 3-1 start, we were scoreless for a while, and then it was back and forth. Walla Walla would tie the game 3-3 and then take the lead right here with a single into left field. Go to the bottom of the 8th where the Berries would put bases loaded out there. There's a Peyton Tyner single in the right center field. Goldstein not happy, taking the fastball off of his hip to load the bases, and then another one. Hits Bryce Hubbard in the back of the leg, scores a run, makes it 4-4. Tie ball game going into the 9th, but it was the Walla Walla Sweets who got the last laugh. They were able to score right here. Ground ball up the middle, error by Tyler Dunning. Not able to make the throw to home to get the out. That's the 5th run of the game. They would hold on to it 5-4 to win Game 3 and take the series 2-1 and hold on to that 4th spot right above the Berries in the standings. And here comes our ceremonial first pitch. I will pass it off to our on-field MC, Leroy Furwood.
Cole said he can catch 2 at once. Cole's like, that's not what I said, but here we are. I do have my wand to make them stripes if needed. All right. Cole, save me. Nice. That's a good one. That's definitely a strike. Thank you, Allie and Ara from the Oregon Titans 12U team, and Cole Hansen for catching. Now we have the men in black. They walk the line. They're a burning ring of fire.
I think we just saw our first strike of the year on these ceremonial first pitches. A dot down the middle of the strike zone. Beautiful pitch. It is a great time to be here in Salem, Oregon at Chemeketa Baseball Field. And if you want to come out, tickets for the 2025 Marion Berries season are available at marionberriesbaseball.com. Join us for the inaugural season by getting your tickets today. Do it now. Do it today. We're going to take our first break on the broadcast. There's that strike down the middle, probably coming in around 54, 55 miles per hour, but that's going to do it. We'll take our first break here on the broadcast and be right back after this. Welcome back, West Coast League fans. Berries versus Yakima. Let's take a look at the South Division standings. Portland's still up 31-6, way ahead of everybody else. The Knights are 26-13, 6 games back. Ben still holding on to that 3rd spot at 22-18, and then Walla Walla, 1.5 above the Marion Berries after beating them 2-1 last weekend. Springfield has been playing well. They just beat the Knights in a 3-game series. They're 18-21, not far behind. Ridgefield been sitting at 16-26, had a little bye there over the weekend, and then Cowlitz and Yakima Valley, the team here tonight, 9-30 on the year. Yakima's played 13 series here in 2025, and they have won 2 of them. 2 of those 13, and what's so funny is they've both come against the Walla Walla Sweets, team that's right now in the playoff race, but seems that the Yakima Valley Pippins have the Sweets number. On the season, the Pippins have been swept 6 different times. Berry swept them in the very first season of this month of July Pippins coming in, losing 5 in a row. They were an expansion team all the way back in 2013. Have been going for about 11, 12 years. 5 playoff appearances to their name, 2 division titles. And here we are, 9-30 on the year. 20-22 are the Marion Berries, sitting in 5th place. Coming close to this playoff push. And before the game, I had a chance to talk to a guy with a really great name. Take it away, Cole. And I'm here inside the Minuteman press box with Cole Hansen, West Salem graduate, just about a month ago. And Cole, first off, how's it going today?
It's going great, yeah.
Going great?
Yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah, how's the summer been going for you with the Berries so far in your hometown?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I see fans out here that I've seen in Salem all my life. Just a great opportunity to get better and grow with some really good athletes.
Mm-hmm. And from what I heard is about a month ago, you just committed to a school. And tell me what that process was like coming out of high school.
I mean, it was a long process for sure. I mean, it started as early as my 8th grade year, just looking at schools.
Mm-hmm.
And, at the start, I was debating between football and baseball, what I wanted to focus on, but coming more towards like my sophomore year, I chose to focus more on baseball, and I found a good opportunity. Started my senior year, and I talked to Eastern Arizona for a little bit, and towards the end of the season, I figured out that was the fit that I wanted to be with.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You're living a lot of kids' dreams playing a college sport. I made another decision like that, but I chose football. I went on the other side of what you did. One more question I got for you, Cole, is what's a goal that you have for the rest of the summer with the Berries, personally and then as a team?
I mean, obviously, as a team, making the playoffs, making a playoff run, something that I've heard an expansion team's never done in the WCL. So I think that as a team, making that playoff push is something that could look through history in the WCL.
No.
And then personally, I mean, just continuing to get better. I think that this has already made me a significantly better baseball player, and I think that continuing through the rest of the summer, it's going to help me become a way better baseball player.
Absolutely. A very valuable experience. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for the Berries to make the playoffs. Absolutely. Appreciate you talking to me, Cole. It was a great time. Good luck tonight. First game against the Yakima Valley Pippins. Thanks to Cole for talking to me before the game. And here's my pick for player to watch tonight. It is the first baseman, number 19, Nick Holm. We had a really nice series against Walla Walla over the weekend. He was 5 for 10 with 3 walks and an RBI. Game 1 of the series, he was 4 for 5 with 4 singles. Just spraying the ball all over the yard. He's been our replacement first baseman over the last couple of weeks after Jake Dodge went down. Mr. Workhorse out for the year with a PCL tear. So Nick Holm is the guy tonight. Batting 8th in the order. Here's his stats again versus the Sweets. Came through playing first base and in the order. He's heading back to Linfield in the fall for his senior season. He's been there for 3 years. The Clackamas native, Nick Holm. Excited to see what he can do tonight. We're going to take one last break on the broadcast and be right back after this.
Well, I sang 7 Summers a couple nights ago. It was pretty good. 7 summers ago.
Yeah, I bet your daddy's so proud of how his little girl turned out. Think she dies with boiling of a good old boy like me. 'Cause I still go drinking, same friends on Friday. Bought a few acres, couple roads on the highway. Guess you never saw things my way anyway. But I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever. And that was 7 summers ago in Southern Comfort, where we dumb or just younger, who knows? Back then you used to love the river and sipping on a
Another fastball, and that one's hammered into right field. Back to the wall. It's over the fence.
Summers ago, 7 summers ago.
It's a good song. Shout out Morgan Wallen. I like karaoke.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Already can feel the great atmosphere here at the ballpark. Here's what's going on tonight, Tuesday, July 22nd, in the WCL. Bellingham taking on the Port Angeles Lefties at 6:35. All these games set to tee off at 6:35, besides the Portland Pickles and the Springfield Drifters. Corvallis, the inter-division matchup between the Nanaimo Night Owls, Kelowna and Kamloops facing off. Bend and Walla Walla. That's a big series, the 3rd and 4th seed in the South. Ridgefield is taking on the Cowlitz Black Bears. The Edmonton Riverhawks will be at Wenatchee to face off against the Apple Sox. That's what's going on. Could see some movement in the standings after these 3 games. Let's see what the Berries can do. Got 3 games here this week, and then next week starting on Tuesday against Cowlitz. Not very many home games left, so you better come out when you can. Let's quickly get you the Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup here today. Leading off, the center fielder, number 25, Dylan Anderson. Batting second is the third baseman, number 12, Kyler Bittner, who you see on your screen right there. That's the guy batting third, the left fielder, number 40, Zach Samayoa. In the 4th spot, we have the DH, number 15, Ethan Buckley. Another Ethan right behind him, Hogan, is batting 5th, playing second base. In the 6th spot, we have the shortstop, number 8, Gage Reeser. Nolan Rowe is the catcher, wearing number 37. He's batting 7th. In the 8th spot, we have the right fielder, number 26, Garen Guler. And last but not least, Jack Varney will be batting 9th, playing first base, and wearing number 46. Starting on the mound for Marion, wearing the all-white with the purple caps, Yakima in the baby blue with the gray pants. Logan Anderson is the man you see on your screen, the lefty, going to be a junior at the University of Portland, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds, and he will start us off with a fastball down the middle, fouled back for strike 1. First pitch early again, 6:34 p.m. here on this Tuesday, July 22nd, over halfway through the season. Anderson again. Little tail on that fastball, 87 miles per hour, quick 0-2 count. Anderson's got a fastball, changeup, slider, and curveball in his back pocket. Here he comes with the 0-2. Try to get him to chase, outside slider, moves the count to 1-2. Facing off against Dylan Anderson, the leadoff man. He'll be a sophomore, just transferred to Grand Canyon University. Grew up in Chino Hills, California, down in the LA area. Here's the 1-2. Outside fastball, clocking in at 89. That's pushing it for Anderson. Usually averages right around 86 miles per hour. Count is even at 2-2 to lead off the game. Anderson, another foul ball. It's Anderson to Anderson. The Anderson in the box, playing his 37th game for the Pippins, batting .270 with 41 hits, 12 RBIs, and 13 walks on the year. The 2-2 pitch. Another slider, misses well outside. But Dylan Anderson has worked his way back to a full count. Logan comes set. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. Good at-bat for Dylan Anderson to start us off with a walk and a leadoff base runner for Yakima Valley.
Now batting for the Pippins, the third baseman, number 12, Kyle Bittner.
Next up, for the boys in baby blue, Kyler Bittner playing third base. Another guy who just made a decision to transfer, going to Fresno State. The sophomore from Sunnyvale, California. That's down in the South Bay, suburb of San Jose. He'll take a first pitch fastball for a strike. 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 pounds, from St. Francis High School, playing in his 33rd game of the 2025 summer. Batting .237 with 27 hits, 1 home run. Pickoff move, not in time. Little warning shot over to Dylan Anderson. Logan comes set and heads to the plate. Finds his way with a low inside fastball. That one was really close. We find ourselves no balls, 2 strikes. That runner on first after the leadoff walk. Logan comes set and long look at first before heading to the plate. That one's fended away. Over toward the right side. Rittner keeps himself going. The head coach for the Yakima Valley Pippins is Garrett DeGallier. In his first year with the club, just their 3rd manager in franchise history. Another pickoff move. We're going to stay at 0-2. And there's DeGallier right there, manning third base. Hands on the knees. Got another pickoff move. Anderson occupying a lot of space in Anderson's mind. Fastball misses high, moves the count to 1-2, and I forgot to mention it is Harry Potter night here at the ballpark. Any of you Harry Potter fans out there not as tuned into the Harry Potter universe as I am to Star Wars, you're going to miss out on some quotes. Here's a ground ball to short. Tyler Dunning flips it to second to get the lead runner, and they're going to get out number 2. Double play turn by the Berries to start the game. Just like that, we got 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Now that into the Pippins, the left fielder, number 40, Zach Samayoa.
Ground ball to Dunning, smooth fielding shortstop. And Kashimoto finishes the job. Next up for the Pippins, he who shall not be named. I'll go ahead and name him. That's Zach Samayoa. Popped up, out of play, heads up in the stands. Dropped away from everybody. 0-1 count. Samayoa about to be a senior in California State San Marcos. He's 6'2", 215 pounds, just playing his 4th game of the summer for Yakima. Fly ball deep into right. Back to get it is Goldstein. That's off the wall. The Kettlebrand sign. Stand up Duddle didn't look like it was going that far. It does say 96 off the bat. And the wind just kept carrying it back there toward right field. 6-mile-per-hour wind directly south, which is what blowing exactly into right field. 2-out double extends our inning. 88-mile-per-hour fastball on the outside part. And Samayoa does his job, hits it over Goldstein's head and right. So 2 outs, runner on second for Ethan Buckley. That one's way inside. Makes Buckley flinch. 1-0 count. Ethan Buckley hails from Cape Town, South Africa. Went to high school in Fairmont. From there, he went to Lynn Benton Community College. Don't really know what the connection was. Got some deep recruiting ties from Lynn Benton to South Africa, I guess. Count is 1-1 after the foul ball. Buckley's batting .230 with 20 hits in 28 games. He's also been hit by pitch 6 times this summer. Transferring to Gonzaga for his junior season. Low fastball misses. 2-1 is the count. Logan Anderson from Snoqualmie, Washington, getting his 5th start of the summer for Marion. 6th overall game. He's 1-1 with a 3.48 ERA. And that one, I think, off the shin guard of Buckley. We got another base runner.
Now batting for the Pippins, the second baseman, number 24, Ethan Hogan.
First hit by pitch of the evening. Yep, directly off the shin guard. I'm like, nobody could take that one off the knee and not flinch. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the top of the first. And we got Ethan, number 2. This is Hogan, the second baseman, in the left-hand batter's box. First pitch to him is a strike. Ethan Hogan, 6'2", 185 pounds, from Snohomish, Washington. Went to Monroe High School. Plays his college ball at Tacoma CC. Swing and a foul back toward the backstop. Quick 0-2 count to Hogan. He was the number 9 shortstop and number 51 overall prospect coming out of Washington in 2024. Played 12 games for Tacoma Community College in this spring. Here's the 0-2. Slider breaking away. Misses low and outside. Really nice 0-2 pitch. Nothing in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anderson misses again. Deuces are wild for the first time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Same position Logan Anderson found himself in the very first batter. Got up 0-2. Ended up walking the man. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3. Anderson gets him swinging to end the inning. A nice showing. 5 up, 3 down. No runs on the board for the Pippins after their first chance at it. We'll head to the bottom half of the first for some Berries at bats. After this break, this is Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube in the WCL Live app.
Oregon license plate.
We are back, everybody. Bottom of the first inning. The Berries will be up to bat, and here is their lineup on your screen. Got a little change up at the top. Danny Weidman is back in the All-Star break, but he is batting second. Kate Goldstein will be leading off, playing right field. Weidman playing center, wearing number 3. In the 3 spot, the designated hitter tonight, number 23, Bryce Hubbard. His Oregon State teammate right behind him in the cleanup spot. Vasquez is playing third base. Cody Kashimoto will be batting 5th. Playing second, wearing number 5. In the 6th hole, the shortstop, number 24, Tyler Dunning. Brecken Hadley is catching. He's wearing number 6, batting 7th. In the 8th spot, Cole's pick, my player to watch tonight. First baseman, number 19, Nick Holm. And our second leadoff in the 9th spot, Andrew Moon, playing left field. I believe it's the first time we've had Cade Goldstein, Danny Weidman, and Cody Kashimoto in the lineup at the same time. All 3 of those dudes have led off at one point or another. All of them very mature hitters. First pitch to the Berries offense. It's a fastball that misses low, coming from the Pippins starter, number 17, Connor Batzer. We'll head to the plate again, and here's a line drive into right, and Cade Goldstein, I can't call him Mr. Extra Base Hit anymore because he just singled. Probably going to be a little disappointed after that one. Lead-off single here in the bottom of the first inning. Great start for the Berries. Make way for Danny Weidman, one of the 3 Berries All-Stars selected in the summer of 2025. It was him, Stephen Varespi, and Alex Chavez as the pickoff move is late. Wasted no time. Goldstein, just a solid base hit into right. First pitch to Weidman. That's a curveball. He pulled back the bunt. So we got 1 ball, no strikes. Connor Batzer, the righty, 5'11", 200 pounds. He will be a senior at Cal State San Bernardino. The 1-0 pitch. There's a bunt popped up, and it goes foul down the third baseline. Good beat on it by the third baseman, who looks to be Kyler Bittner for Yakima. Count is now 1-1. Goldstein took off early to second. Now they'll be ready for it. Batzer, the starter. This will be only his second start of the summer. He's played in 5 games. 0-2 record, 12.27 ERA. 2 strikeouts to 5 walks in just over 7 innings pitched. Giving up 14 hits and 10 earned runs. He'll head to the plate with a 1-1. Another bunt attempted. Fouled back up against the screen. Count is 1-2 to Danny Weidman, who's been a really good bunter this season. Can remember that drag bunt that he'd had that rolled all the way down the third baseline and hit the bag. One of the best bunts I've ever seen for a infield single. The 1-2 pitch. Nice breaking ball. Just a tad low. Evens the count at 2-2 for Weidman. Playing his 30th game of the summer from Westland, Oregon. Went to Westland High School and will be going to the University of Oregon in the fall. There goes Goldstein to second. He is safe. Beat the tag. Solid throw from the catcher road. Just a little bit high. It was on line. And that's usually how we see Goldstein on second base, with dirt all over his pearly white pants. Full count to Weidman of the runner in scoring position. Two looks from Batzer, who goes to the plate. Inside fastball is fended away. Down the third baseline is the Berries head coach, Tucker Brock, facing second base like he usually is. Never really facing the dish. Hands on the knees. Tucker Brock, the very first guy to be called manager in Marion Berries history. Here's the 3-2. Another foul ball from Weidman. On Coach Brock's staff, we have pitching coach Dan Worthen, hitting coach Ricky Ward, assistant Kevin Moffitt, and assistant Lindsey McCarter, the 4 guys right behind Tucker Brock, leading the Berries into the abyss in 2025. Count remains 3-2 after 2 straight foul balls. Here comes Batzer. Slider out of the zone. And that's what Danny Weidman does. He gets on base. Second on the team in on-base percentage. Just under 500. He's getting on base almost 1 out of every 2 times. Just drew a walk. We now have 2 runners on base in the bottom of the first. No outs for Bryce Hubbard. And speaking of on-base percentage, this is the dude who leads the team. Gets on base more than 1 out of every 2 times. I believe his on-base percentage right now is .510. Draws walks all the time. He's been hit by pitch 8 times this year, 16 walks. We'll take a first pitch fastball. That one looked outside, but it's called a strike. Take this opportunity to name you the 2 umpires on the field behind the plate. Lance Kreck, a frequent offender here at Chemeketa Baseball Field. On the grass in the infield, that is David Richardson. Here's the 0-1. That breaking ball way outside. Evens the count at 1 apiece. No outs, 2 runners on for Hubbard, the senior at Oregon State University from Georgia. Grew up just outside of the Atlanta area. Closing in on 20 games this summer. That pitch looked exactly like the very first one. But this one is called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike from Connor Batzer, starting pitcher for Yakima. He's got a fastball, curveball, changeup, and slider. Fastball's right around 85. 2-1 pitch. Another fastball, and that one misses outside. So Hubbard right where he wants to be. 3-1 count. Rarely see short at-bats with this dude. Our DH tonight in game 1 of the series. Batzer. And he will walk Hubbard. The bases are juiced on Barry Potter night. No outs in the first inning.
Also from Oregon State University, please welcome number 36, Paul Vasquez.
Interesting thing to point out, there's nobody even sitting in the bullpen for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Now up to bat, Paul Vasquez leading the team in RBIs with 24 this summer. We'll spin on a first pitch curveball way outside for ball 1. Vasquez manning the hot corner again. He's 6'3", 215 pounds. From Covina, California, graduate of South Hills High School, 4-time All-League selection in high school. There's a low fastball in the zone for strike 1. Vasquez, the other Oregon State Beaver we've got on the roster, playing his 24th game of the summer, batting just under 300, as close as you can get, 299, has 26 hits, 4 homers on the campaign. There's a high curveball called strike 2. Batzer, another California kid. He's from Ridgecrest. Here he comes with the 1-2. That one's popped up into center. Tagging up at third is Goldstein, and they're sending him home. Good choice by Tucker Brock. Another RBI in the tally for Paul Vasquez. We got a 1-0 lead now for Marion in the bottom of the first.
All right, let's welcome this young man from St. Mary's College, working second base for you tonight. Here's number 5, Cody Kashimoto.
Everybody else stayed put on the base paths. Weidman on second, Hubbard on first. 1 out for Cody Kashimoto, the second baseman. Switch hitter decided to go lefty to start the game. He will be a senior at St. Mary's. High fastball misses. From Connor Batzer, graduated from Burroughs High School, class of 2022. Interestingly enough, Burroughs, their mascot is the Burroughs. Connor Baxter went to school for the Burroughs. And that is not a joke. That is the truth. 2-0 count for Kashimoto. Facing off against the former Burrow. Kashimoto batting .286 this summer. 15 games played now from Hawaii. There's an outside fastball to get Batzer on the board. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. 2 runners on. Kashimoto been getting on base as well. He's got 10 walks in 15 games, 16 hits and 5 RBIs. Opportunity for another with Weidman on second base. There's a liner down the left field line. That one curves foul to even the count. First pitch, it was 83 degrees here in Salem, Oregon. I mentioned the 6-mile-per-hour wind blowing directly to right field. Batzer gets the call and comes set to the plate. Really likes that outside fastball, but that one will miss. 3-2 count. Yakima Valley, last time they were in the playoffs, they went all the way to the championship game. That was in 2021 where they lost to Corvallis. Used to be a West and East division in the West Coast League. Here's a choppy ground ball into the 4-hole. They're going to go for the double play. They get the lead out at second. Interesting choice, but I like it. That was from the second baseman, Ethan Hogan. A twirling throw to get the lead out.
Number 24, welcome Tyler Dunning.
2 outs now in the bottom of the first. Runners on the corners for Tyler Dunning. Dunning playing shortstop for the 22nd time this summer. Going into his freshman season at UCLA. 6'2", 185 pounds. Grew up in Rancho Santa Margarita, California. First pitch slider, low and outside for ball 1. Danny Weidman has advanced to third with 2 outs. 1-0 lead for Marion after that sacrifice fly into center field. Scores Cade Goldstein. Check swing. That was an inside fastball off the bat to make it a 1-1 count. Tyler Dunning played his high school ball at J. Sarah Catholic. Just spent the weekend facing off against a couple of former high school teammates, Jared Glenn and Ben Reimers, 2 pitchers for the Walla Walla Sweets. 1-1. Grounder to the shortstop. That's brought in. Here's the throw. That's a real nice play from Gage Reeser to get the third out of the inning, prevent the Berries from scoring any more runs here in the first. We'll head to the top half of the second. Berries up 1-0 over the Yakima Valley Pippins. Game 1 of the series. This is Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. We will be right back.
Well done, well done. Those vocal lessons are just coming in good for you, Leroy.
Welcome back, Berries baseball fans. Berries baseball is brought to you by TravelForGames.com. Take that trip you've always wanted to take at TravelForGames.com. This is the place to be, Chemeketa Baseball Field in Salem, Oregon. What else we got going on in the state capitol? Nothing better than this. Marion Berries hosting the Yakima Valley Pippins here in Game 1 of the series. Berries coming in 20-22, 3-7 in their last 10 games. Pippins 9-30, 2-8 in their last 10. One more look at the Yakima Valley Pippins batting order just in case you forgot. Leading off the inning is Gage Reeser, who just made that last play to end the inning. Nice throw off his back foot to get the out at first. He is the shortstop wearing number 8. Still on the mound for Marion, the starter, Logan Anderson. 1 win, 1 loss on his year. 23 strikeouts to 10 walks in 20 innings. He's given up 8 earned runs. He'll start us off with a strike in the second inning against Reeser. He was very used to Yakima, playing his college ball for Yakima Valley College, the Yaks. There's a fly ball into right. Back to get it is Goldstein. Gets up off the ground and makes the catch. A little bit of a vertical there from Cade Goldstein to get out number 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 37, Nolan
You can
Rowe.
see a little bit more lift on balls going to right field. They just keep going. 1 out for the catcher, Nolan Rowe, wearing number 37. He just graduated high school. Committed to College of San Mateo. He'll pop one up down the right field line. Could Goldstein get there? That's a valiant effort. Full extension, but not able to make the play. It does send a message, though, to the opposing team and to your pitcher that you're going to do whatever you can to put your body on the line and make a play for your guy on the mound. Exactly what you want to see. And Goldstein's brown jerseys now turned a little green. Had a beat on it. Just missing his glove. Strike from Anderson makes it 0-2 against Rowe, who's only played 2 games for the Pippins this summer, batting .600. That's 3 hits and 5 at-bats. There's a high ground ball to Vasquez. Got to make a good throw. It's a one-hopper. Did it get there? And they say no. Nolan Rowe will beat out the throw. Infield single for the catcher.
Maybe some good news for you here. Please welcome up to bat.
One out runner on first for Yakima.
The beer batter.
It's a ground ball directly down the third baseline. High hopper. Had to have been a perfect throw from way over there. It was online, but not in time. Karen Guler is at the plate. Takes an inside fastball for ball 1. Another Yakima Valley guy playing his college ball in Central Washington. Going to be a sophomore, 6'3", 210 pounds, from Natchez, Washington, and went to Natchez Valley. And there's a hit by pitch. So 2 runners on for Yakima Valley. Second hit by pitch of the game for Logan Anderson.
46, Jack Varney.
One out into the second inning. We're already at the bottom of the order for the Pippins. This is Jack Varney, the first baseman. Lefty wearing number 46. Long look by Anderson. Back to second before heading to the plate. His fastball will be in the opposite batter's box for ball 1. Jack Varney, about to be a junior at Westcliff University. He's 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. We'll spit on another high fastball, make it 2-0. Varney grew up in Mercer Island, Washington, and went to Mercer Island High School. Batting .303 in 12 games. Anderson gets on the board with an outside pitch, 86 miles per hour for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second against Jack Varney. It's one into left. It's a blooper that gets down in front of Moon. That single will load the bases with 1 out. It will also send us back to the top of the order.
Now batting the center fielder, number 25.
For the center fielder, Dylan Anderson. Anderson this summer has played 37 games now, has 41 hits and 41 strikeouts. Walked in his first at-bat after being down 0-2. Ground ball into the 6 hole, gets by Dunning, it scores 1. And then we'll hold up the runner at third. RBI single for Yakima Valley to tie up the ball game, 1 apiece.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Kyle Bittner.
That was Dylan Anderson's 13th RBI of the campaign. And we will see the first appearance by Dan Worthen. That's a guy with a story. Probably talked to you at length about his days coaching pitchers in the major leagues. I'd like to talk to him about his high school football days because this dude could play. Quarterback, tight end, linebacker, did it all at Omaha North High School in Nebraska. Speaking of Nebraska, we got the Pippins home broadcaster here making the drive with him. That is Harmon Johnson, just outside of the press box here, calling the game on the radio. And he hails from Nebraska. He's a Cornhusker. crazy connections all over the place. We got one out, bases loaded for Kyler Bittner. Third baseman grounded into a double play in the first inning. High outside fastball is ball one. A lot of kids running around in the fun zone. I believe we got a sorting hat out there. Telling you what kind of berry you are. That's hit high in the air down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It won't, and it will be down in the hands of Andrew Moon. Tagging up from third is Garen Guler, who scores to give the Pippins the lead. It was hit far, 5 to 6 feet in foul territory. Caught by Moon for the second out of the inning. That will also be the second run of the inning driven in by the Pippins. Still 2 runners in scoring position for Zach Samayoa. 1 RBI to his name in 3 games. That's a hard hit ball to Vasquez, who makes the throw to first to retire the side, out number 3. 2 runs put on the board by Yakima Valley, showing they're ready to show up and play. 3 hits and 2 runs scored. They hold the 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom half of the second. This is Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the order due up for the Marion Berries. Second time seeing them at the plate. Got Brecken Hadley leading off, Nick Holm on deck, and Andrew Moon in the hole. Pippins getting 2 runs in the top of the second to make this a game. Take that 1-run lead. Here is the catcher, number 6, Brecken Hadley, the Washington native from Bainbridge Island in the Puget Sound. First pitch fastball is outside, 1-0. Hadley's played the last 3 years at St. Olaf College in Minnesota and will finish his career there in the spring. Here's a pop-up, backing out of play, heads up in the parking lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. Before we went to break, I was talking about the sorting hat out there, telling everybody what kind of berry you are. And our data analytics intern, Jenna Hopkins, sitting right to my left, was actually sorted in, what were you called, a raspberry? And she was a raspberry. As we see a pop-up drop down in between the picnic tables on the third base side to give us a 1-2 count. Good showing. Haven't gotten the word about what the exact attendance is here at Chemeketa Baseball Field. That'll probably come in the next couple of innings. 1-2 curveball drops into the zone, and Hadley's rung up. Strikeout, 72 miles per hour. Dropped into the zone from Connor Batzer, excuse me. So many Coles around here, I can't keep track. It was close on the high inside corner, but we got 1 out in the bottom of the second. And here is my pick tonight for player to watch. Nick Holm, who pops up immediately toward his own dugout. Making the catch is the first baseman, Jack Varney. Just like that, we've got 2 outs.
Time to get out the Moonies now. Please welcome from Loyola Marion and Sprague High School, the left fielder, number 4, Andrew Moon.
The 9th batter, Andrew Moon. Another guy who's been hot at the plate in the last couple of weeks. He's 5'10", 190 pounds. Going to be a freshman at Loyola Marymount. From right here, the great city, the state capital, Salem, Oregon. Inside fastball for strike 1. Graduated from Sprague in the spring. First team All-State infielder here in Oregon. Leaves a fastball at his feet to even the count at 1-1. Moon on the season batting .346 with 28 hits, a homer, and 9 RBIs. Got all of that one into left field. Moon off the wall. Heading to second. Come to a halt on the bag. Andrew Moon with 2 outs. Double. They do it again. Berries. Feels like they need 2 outs to get things going offensively.
And here comes your right fielder now from UC Santa Barbara. Please welcome to the plate number 13, Wade Goldstein.
And was hit hard by Andrew Moon. Got a third of the way up the fence. 94 miles per hour off the bat. Moon was batting .346, just went up. Batting around .350 in 24 games. Now we have Cade Goldstein. Leadoff is back up to bat. Singled to right field in the first inning. We'll take the first pitch of the at-bat for ball 1. Goldstein, 38 hits now in the summer, 2 home runs, 18 RBIs. It's also been walked 21 times. The 1-0 out in front of the curveball, dropping straight down the center of the strike zone. 1-1 count. I don't know what it's been over these last couple of weeks, but the Berries with 2 outs have been nails. Put up most of their runs with their backs against the wall. There's a slider. Really close, but misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Connor Batzer, the starting pitcher from Yakima. 2-time first team All-League at Burroughs High School down in California. Mojave River League MVP as well. 2-1. That curveball drops below the zone. Goldstein finds himself in a 3-1 hitters count. Looking forward to his time down in Southern California playing for UC Santa Barbara. 3-1 pitch. Goldstein draws himself a walk. That's another curveball. Low and out of the zone.
Young man from the University of Oregon playing center field for you tonight is number 3, Danny Weidman.
We got Andrew Moon on second, Goldstein on first. 2 runners on with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning for Danny Weidman. 11 RBIs to his name this summer. The WCL South All-Star selection. That fastball's on the inside part of the zone. Gives us an 0-1 count. Weidman walked in the first inning. Had a full count. Drew ball 4 like he does a lot. That was the 25th time he has been walked this summer. That leads the team by a bit. I think second is Cade Goldstein at 21. Batzer comes set. Moves forward with the 0-1. Curveball is hammered into left. They're bringing Moon home. Throw to the plate. Not even close. RBI single for Danny Weidman. Turns on the curveball. and knocks in a run to tie the game at 2. Two-out rally again for Marion. 12-6 looping curve. Grounder sneaks into left. And Moon galloping home, sliding in safe. And while we were talking about that and looking at the replay, Kate Goldstein just stole third base. There he is, standing on third, heads up base running. Outside fastball is ball 1. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Bryce Hubbard is back up to bat. Just underneath the 86-mile-per-hour fastball. Missed by maybe a centimeter. Hubbard's batting .328 this summer, 20 hits, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, 19 games played. The 1-1, that's in the zone. Batzer goes back to the fastball, again 86 miles per hour. This is where Hubbard thrives. Gets a piece of it. And he will get his bat on everything until he finds something he likes or draws a walk. The 1-2. And just as I say that, that's a real nice curveball. Dropping into the zone on the outside part for strike number 3. Gets Hubbard looking to end the inning. 2-2 is the score. Tie ball game between the Berries and the Pippins. We'll head to the top of the third after this break. Berries baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app.
For Barry night, we have 3 contestants. They are Brody, Rowdy, and Brooke. And you guys will be running down here and brooming these balls back to Barry. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! There we go, there we go. Now comes the hockey part of the competition. We got a regular little Shorzy there winning. I believe that is Brody. Our winner tonight gets free ice cream.
Top of the third inning here in Salem, Oregon. All these games have just gotten underway, and my goodness, Bellingham, what's going on in Port Angeles? They're up 9-0 in the bottom of the second, dominating the lefties. Got a close game in Nanaimo, 3-2. Corvallis with the lead. Kamloops up 3-1 over Kelowna. Tie ball game in Walla Walla, 1-1. Portland, Springfield, Ridgefield, Cowlitz, all with 0 runs in both their games, and then Wenatchee is up 3-0 over Edmonton. A lot of runs already on the board, and early in all of these games across the West Coast League. Logan Anderson starts the inning off with a ball above the zone. Got Ethan Buckley leading off. Was hit by pitch in his first plate appearance. The South African, maybe a bit gun shy. There's another inside pitch he flinches out of the way of. Buckley in his 2 years at Lynn Benton played 41 games, had 34 hits, a homer, and 23 RBIs. Batted .272 with 4 stolen bases. Liner right to Paul Vasquez into his glove to get the first out of the inning. One out, nobody on for Ethan Hogan. Struck out to end the first. Grounder, home. Not able to get his glove on it. That sneaks through in between first and second base for a one-out single into right field. Ethan Hogan's first hit of the day, 13th on the year.
The shortstop, number 8, Gage Reeser.
We're not lacking in balls in play thus far. Got 8 hits already through 2 full innings. And here is Gage Reeser. Flew out to right last time we saw him. Lacey Washington native from Timberline High School. Line drive, first pitch in front of Moon. What am I saying? Putting the ball in play. Everybody. See something you like, you go after it.
Now batting the catcher, number 3.
Quickly, 2 runners on with 1 out. 2 consecutive singles on opposite sides of the field from Hogan and Reeser. Now here's Nolan Rowe trying to capitalize with the runner in scoring position. Just graduated from North Kitsap High School up in Washington. The number 4 catcher coming out of the state right above us in the class of 2025. Speaking of above us, that's above the strike zone. 1-0 count. Rowe, 3-time first-team All-League selection at North Kitsap. Committed to the College of San Mateo for the 25-26 season. It's the 1-0 pitch high in the air into the Bermuda Triangle and shallow left. And Moon will make the catch to give us out number 2.
Yes, it's that sound again, folks. Here comes the right fielder for the Pippins, number 26.
2 outs. Here comes the beer batter, Garen Guler. 8th guy in the order, playing right field. 6'3", 210, was hit by pitch last time we saw him at the dish. Awaiting his first hit of the year. He's only played 3 games. He's been walked once. He's late on the inside fastball. Fouls it off to the right side. Garen Guler redshirted at Yakima Valley College in 2024, but played last spring. 42 games, batted .316 with 43 hits, 20 RBIs, 16 walks, and a home run. .88-mile-per-hour fastball is low to even the count at 1 apiece with 2 outs, runners on first and second. 3rd inning of action for Logan Anderson, the starter. Takes a breath, goes to the plate. High in the air. Moon didn't even get his eyes on it to start. And he was looking into the infield when the ball came off the bat. Sun directly at him. It's off the glove in foul territory. It will be strike 2. But Guler gets lucky. Earn himself at least 1 more pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, tie ball game. Yakima scored 2 in the top of the second. Here's Anderson. It's behind Guler. Rolls all the way back to the backstop. Yeah, we could call that one a wild pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with 2 runners in scoring position. Deuces are definitely wild. Yakima looking for their 10th win of the season, trying to get into double digits. Marion trying to make their way and get a little bit closer to Walla Walla in the 4th spot. They're in a good position because Bend and Walla Walla, teams at 3 and 4, are facing each other here in this next 3-game series. After the foul ball, we're still at 2 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty Anderson. Low inside fastball. Misses for ball 3. Top of the third at Chemeketa Baseball Field if you're just joining us. 2-2. Here's Anderson. Line drive. Quick reflexes from the head coach, Garrett DeGallier. Way to get out of the way. Protect the vital organs. There he is. Went flat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Anderson, ball 4 to load the bases. And there's that rocket. DeGallier wasn't even looking at the start. But yeah, that one would have came into contact with him for sure. Way to sit down. Head coach Garrett DeGallier's first year with the club. He's the current director of baseball operations at Seattle University. Grew up in Washington over in Bellevue. Played his college baseball. Started off at Tacoma CC before transferring to South Alabama. Went all the way across the country. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball out of the zone. Make it 1-1. Jack Varney, the 9th man in the order, is back up to bat. Singled in the 2nd inning. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high at the eyes of Varney. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jack Varney from Mercer Island. Played 2 years at Paradise Valley Community College before transferring to Westcliff University. Another miss from Anderson gives us a 3-1 count. Varney spent last summer with the Victoria Harbor Cats of the WCL North Division, and now here he is in Yakima. Little blooper into center. Weidman coming in to make the catch. Looked like he got froze there for a second on his back foot, but he's too quick not to make that play and end the inning. Looked like there was a little bit of trouble there for the Berries, but Anderson gets himself out of a bind with bases loaded. Score remains 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the third. Berries baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app.
Swing by the team store and get some official.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the third inning. Salem, Oregon, Chemeketa Baseball Field. Blue skies for the Marion Berries. Back up to bat. Tied 2-2 against their rivals in the South Division, the Yakima Valley Pippins. Here's a pop-up to start the inning. Nolan Rowe getting on his horse and making the catch. He overran it, but is able to dive and make the play. First pitch, first out. Nolan Rowe, about to be a freshman in college.
Please welcome your second baseman, Cody Kashimoto.
Another curveball. Batzer likes going back to it. Here's Rowe. Nice play. Here's the lefty, Cody Kashimoto. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but that will be down the middle for the first strike of the at-bat. Cody Kashimoto, 5 feet, 7 inches tall, a $175 from Kaneohe, Hawaii, on the island of Oahu. Will leave a curveball inside to give him a 1-1 count. Played his high school baseball at Punahou, one of the most popular high schools in Oahu. Had a couple teammates play their high school football there at Pacific University up in Forest Grove. 2 balls, 1 strike. Batzer. Fastball stays out there. Oh my goodness, Harry? You're a wizard, Harry. Barry Potter Day here on Tuesday, July 22nd. If you're a fan of the book series. Grounder down the first baseline. Stepping on the bag is Varney for out number 2. But if you're a fan of the books, of the movies, we are celebrating you and the franchise here at Chemeketa Baseball Field.
UCLA now. Your shortstop tonight, number 24. Here's Tyler Dunning.
Score is 2-2. Here's a grounder to shortstop. Reeser makes the throw and gets the out, and that was a very quick inning. 3 up, 3 down for the starter, Batzer. Score remains 2-2. Marion tied with the Yakima Valley Pippins. To the 4th inning we go. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app.
Contestants down the third base line who will be competing for a chance to win, and we're going to throw it down to Leroy because he knows what he's doing. Where are you, Leroy? I can see you somewhere. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay.
In a sea of apples. I got Era, Presley, and Abigail today. They are our contestants. They will hop down here around the cone and then back to, oh no. Dingle the Berry has entered the arena. Oh, this changes everything. Berry, keep Dingle in line. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go! Jalapenos out to a quick start. Abigail's ready to go. Abigail's turning the corner. And talking trash on the way back. Okay, we got a winner. Jalapeno is our winner today. Give it up for Jalapeno and Ara and Presley as they finish eventually. Kettle Chips, best smelling factory in Salem. Back to you, Bobby.
What a performance by Jalapeno in our chip bag race. That was outstanding. Very fast. Left everybody else in the dust. Here's another look at the South Division standings. Portland in front of Corvallis, in front of Bend. Walla Walla holding on to that last playoff spot, and then Marion is in 5th. Springfield right behind them. Ridgefield Cowlitz, and then we find the Yakima Valley Pippins in 9th place, 9-30. Start off the inning is a slider up and at the eyes of the leadoff man, Dylan Anderson. This will be his 3rd at-bat already in the 4th inning. 1 for 1, RBI single and a walk. That one catches a piece of him. Start off the 4th with a leadoff base runner. 3rd hit by pitch coming from Logan Anderson, the Portland Pilot. Played his high school ball at Mount Si. First season with the Berries, played for Ridgefield in 2024. Had a 5.34 ERA, 2-1 record, 24 strikeouts in just over 30 innings pitched for the Raptors. But he's a Berry now. Glad to have him. First pitch. Hadley tries on the back door to first. Not going to be there. 1-0 count. Kyler Bittner, the 3rd baseman. 0 for 1. Sacrifice fly RBI in the second inning. Tied the game. It is 2-2 in game one of this series. Anderson misses again, 2-0 count. And we're going to continue to play this game, and just in case anybody catches the golden snitch in the parking lot, we're going to have to cut it short. That was always my one problem with Quidditch. Imagine if somebody's having the game of their life. They've got 15 goals, and then somebody catches the little yellow thing, and they say, all right, game's over. That'll be the end of my Harry Potter spiel. 2-0 count. Ground ball from Bittner is foul down the third baseline. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs with a runner on first. I've talked about head coach Garrett DeGallier, who's on third base. He's got 2 assistants. We've got Eddie Kribbe, and then the pitching coach, Anthony Alvarado. Here's a bunt. That stayed on the third baseline. Hadley slipped, didn't have a chance to make a play at first. A beautiful bunt from Kyler Bittner. We've got 2 runners on after the single.
Now batting the left fielder, number 40, Zach Samayoya.
No outs, runners on first and second. I just got the text from the general manager, Pat Zajac. Estimated attendance, 854 human bodies at Chemeketa Baseball Field. First pitch is a swing and a miss to Samayoa. 1 for 2 with the double, and here's that double. Fly ball that just kept lifting and lifting. Ended up off the wall in right field. He showed bunt, just took that one off the thigh. Logan Anderson just hit his 4th batter of the game and walked the bases loaded. Do have an arm warming up in the bullpen. I believe that to be Dylan Turner, affectionately known as Pickle. And the second appearance by Dandy Dan Worthen. Having another talk with his pitcher. Every bag occupied, no outs. Top of the 4th. There's a good look at Turner. Getting his throws in. Turner just joined the Berries a couple weeks ago. The Willamette University Bearcat. Teammates with another guy we got in the press box, our live scorekeeper, Preston Lau. Preston, what'd you bat this spring at Willamette? 381. Why aren't you out here playing? Preston Lau, a once very good baseball player, now retiree. First pitch to Ethan Buckley. Outside for ball 1. Buckley's 0 for 1 with a line out, and he was hit by pitch. That was the first of the game. Coming out of the hand of Logan Anderson. Hard line drive down the third baseline. That's why they call it the hot corner. Got to be ready. It will be foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Buckley. Grew up in Cape Town. Anderson to the plate. Bunt down the first baseline. This one will be foul as well to give us a 1-2 count. Ethan Buckley, Lynn Benton road runner over the last 2 seasons, will now be a Gonzaga Bulldog. He's 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. Batting .230 for Yakima in 29 games. Has 20 hits and 9 RBIs. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. First out of the inning. Another strikeout for Anderson. That's just his second. here on Tuesday evening.
Batting the second baseman number 24, Ethan Hogan.
Ethan Hogan's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. High choppy ground ball goes foul to the right side. Hogan batted .238 in 12 games for Tacoma Community College in 2025. Drove in 2 runs, walked 4 times, and stole 3 bases. The 0-1. Another bunt shown. Can they get the out? No. Off the glove of Anderson. Was going home with it. And everybody will be safe, and another run comes in to score. 3-2 lead now for the Pippins.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Gage Reeser.
Anderson got ahead of himself. Got to be ball first. Off of his glove. Bases loaded. 1 out. Runner comes in to score. It's 3-2 Yakima. And out of the game will go Logan Anderson. He went 3 1/3. Gave up 3 runs and 7 hits. Leaves the next man on the bump with bases loaded, 1 out. And that next man will be Dylan Turner. The Willamette Bearcat. We'll let him get warmed up. Take a break here on the broadcast. Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. Good to see you again, everybody. Back here in the Minuteman press box. I will take this time to shout out everybody here with me in the press box. Behind me, Ryan Goff, our director of broadcast. To my left, Jenna Hopkins, data analytics intern. Preston Lau, batting .381 in the spring for Willamette. And then Ty Rock is running the scoreboard all the way to my left. Great crew up here making things happen at Chemeketa Baseball Field, home of the Marion Berries in the summer of 2025. We got a new pitcher on the mound for Marion. Dylan Turner starts us off. Fastball down the pipe. We got an 0-1 count. He will be facing off against Gage Reeser, the shortstop, who's 1 for 2. Dylan Turner grew up in Dallas, Texas. Made his way to Salem, Oregon to play for Willamette. That's golfed up into the air. It'll stay in the infield. Cody Kashimoto under it. That's an infield fly rule. Out number 2.
Now batting the catcher, number 37, Nolan Rowe.
Good development for the Berries. 1 out away from getting out of this jam. Marion Berry jam. Excuse my puns. Nolan Rowe, the catcher. Righty, line driving to left at Moon. Over his glove, back to the wall. 1 will score, 2 will score. And we might have an out. We have a pickle here on the third baseline. Vasquez takes out the umpire after diving to make the tag, and he held on to the ball and got the third out. Great effort by Vasquez. Good flexibility shown by Lance Crack, the home plate umpire. But that was a 2 RBI double off the bat of Nolan Rowe, right over the head of Andrew Moon in left field. It was a 78-mile-per-hour breaking ball that Nolan Rowe got around on. And it looked like Moon just misjudged it a little bit, came in with 2 steps before realizing it was going over his head. That was 95 off the bat. 2 scored. And then overrunning the bag was Ethan Hogan. Got himself in a rundown. And here's the dive from Vasquez. And toppling over the home plate umpire. Everybody ended up being okay. That was the third out of the inning. But Yakima Valley, after scoring 3 runs in the fourth, will lead 5-2. We're going to take a break and be right back after this. Bottom of the fourth inning, Berries back up to the plate. Leading off at the 7th man in the order, Brecken Hadley. He is the catcher tonight. Him and Bryce Hubbard have been swapping off here the last couple of weeks. Struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. Hit that one hard into right. Back to the wall. Bye-bye. Hadley with the solo home run. Pump some energy back into this stadium. A no-doubter from Brecken Hadley. 100-mile-per-hour exit velo. Traveled 376 feet and 6 inches.
Number 19, Nick Holm.
Lead-off home run to start the bottom of the fourth. Score is now 5-3 in favor of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Fastball right down the middle. Tattooed into right. First pitch to Nick Holm is a fastball down the middle, 0-1 count. And he's going to hit a curveball up into the air in left center. That one's high in the air. Off the glove and off the wall. We got 2 extra base hits to start the inning. Some fireworks from the Berries offense. And it looks like the center fielder, Dylan Anderson, a little shaken up. Lost his hat. Hard collision with the fence. That's the SMI Real Estate and Property Management sign delivering a blow. Stand-up double for Nick Holm off the wall. He was my pick for player to watch. Coming through for me. As much as I can't stand his choice of academic path, going to Linfield University, he's been a good first baseman, a good hitter in the order for the Berries, so I'm going to have to look past it. No outs, runner on second. Andrew Moon doubled in his only at-bat, 1 for 1. Showing bunt. That one's in the dirt. 1-0 count. Nick Holm immediately hit one high in the air. There's Anderson off of his glove. And then blindsided by the fence. One-0 pitch. There's the bunt. Missed by Moon. Evens the count at 1 apiece. We were always taught back in high school to never drop your bat angle. Always keep the same angle and you drop your body. Change elevation. We're a lot more focused on bunting than these guys were, though. Probably a reason he's going to Loyola Marymount, and I'm here in the booth. 1-1 pitch. Low out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Andrew Moon batting .346 coming in. 24th game played in left field. He's played all around the diamond for the Berries this summer. Played a little bit of third, second, short. 2 of the outfield positions. And another bunt fouled away. Berries haven't been able to get a bunt down. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs to Mr. Moon, the former Sprague Olympian, 2-time All-State selection. Here comes Batzer. Moon just barely catches a piece of the low breaking ball. Connor Batzer going to his 4th year at Cal State San Bernardino. He's played 40 games for him. 4-6 record, 6.91 ERA. The 2-2. That one's hit hard into left off the bat of Moon. Twice he hit one off the wall in left field. That'll be another double for Andrew Moon. Drives in a run. He's about a combined 8 feet away from 2 solo home runs. Excuse me, 2 home runs. Would have been 3 RBIs. And we've started this inning off with a home run, a double, and a double. Whatever kind of water we put down in the dugout today, it was the right choice. Score is 5-4. Yakima still up. Trading places. Moon goes to second. We still got no outs. Cade Goldstein leaves a fastball that catches the low part of the zone for strike 1. And here's that Moon double. Thought it had a shot. Hit really hard. He pulled it down the left field line. That one was a little over halfway up the fence. Goldstein got out ahead of that one. Hit it high up in the air into shallow center. Anderson had to call off the shortstop Reeser. Good communication by the guys to get out number 1. Moon stays put at second.
Center field to the plate now from the University of Oregon. Here's number 3, Danny Weidman.
1 out runner on second for Danny Weidman, who knocked in a run off a single into left field back in the 2nd inning. 1 for 1 on the day. Came in batting .289 in 29 games. Now has 29 hits, 2 homers, and 12 RBIs. 25 walks for the guy who's been the leadoff for most of the summer, batting second here on Tuesday, July 22nd. Takes a first pitch curveball that finds the zone. 14 hits combined for both of these teams. Definitely not short on offense. Oh, 1 pitch. Popped up into the air. Out of play toward the party deck. Drops into the gravel. Actually, no. Came off at the top of the Chemeketa batting cages. A swarm of young kids trying to get their hands on it. 0-2 count. Weidman waits the 0-2. He's going to hit that one hard in the left center. Got a little under it. Goldstein went back to tag up, but he's going to stay put. 2 outs after the consecutive pop-ups into center field.
Here's Bryce Hubbard.
2 outs. You know what that means. Berries trying to come alive again. We got Bryce Hubbard 0 for 1. Got a backwards K in the second inning when he struck out looking. Walked in the first. First pitch of the at-bat is a fastball at eye level to Bryce Hubbard, who's 6 feet tall, 215 pounds. Grew up in Norcross, Georgia. Graduated from Wesleyan High School. 72-mile-per-hour curve is out of the zone. 2 balls, no strikes for Hubbard. He's played for 3 different colleges. Started off at Mississippi State before going to Northwest Florida State College. Having a grand old time there before going all the way across the country, coming right here to the state of Oregon. Playing for the Beavers in Corvallis. He's going to hit that one hard. Golfed it into right. One hop the wall. We're going to have another double for the Berries in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bryce Hubbard just tied the ball game. Another RBI double for the boys. Score is 5-5.
Keep clapping now for your third baseman from Oregon State University. Here's number 36, Paul Sanchez.
Another 2-out RBI for Marion. Almost 102 miles per hour off the bat. It was a low 84-mile-per-hour fastball. Hubbard took out his pitching wedge. Hit it into right field. He will be on second base. Again, trading places with Andrew Moon. Now we got Paul Vasquez, the third baseman. 0 for 1. Got a sac fly in the first inning RBI before popping out to the catcher last time we saw him at the plate. Batzer, inside fastball. Paul Vasquez batting .299, 25 RBIs on the season from Covina. It was a really nice curveball. About 3 hairs inside. 2-0 count. Paul Vasquez getting 1 start for the Beavs in the spring. Played 5 games for Oregon State. Was 1 for 7 with a double and 2 RBIs. Way out in front of the breaking ball. Down the third baseline. Make it 2 balls, 1 strikes with 2 outs. Runner on second. Score is 5-5 after these offenses exploded here in the 4th inning. 3 runs for Yakima in the top half. 3 runs so far in the bottom half for Marion. We've seen 3 doubles and a home run in this inning, as Vasquez barely gets out of the way of another inside curveball. 3-1 is your count. It's officially 8 p.m. on this Tuesday evening. Just moved his elbow out of the way. Would have had a hit by pitch. Batzer, swing and a miss. 70-mile-per-hour curveball. Dropping through the zone. Really high spin rate on that one. 13 inches of vertical break. Dropped off a cliff. Got a full count. Here's Batzer. Fastball inside. And he's asking the question, where did that miss? It was inside. That's a good call by the home plate umpire, Lance Kreck. Vasquez goes to first. Got 2 runners on. Still 2 outs for Cody Kashimoto. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Played his high school ball at Punahou in Hawaii. Batted .345 and stole 8 bases in his senior season high school. Second team All Interscholastic League of Honolulu. An all-state honorable mention in his career at Punahou. He's played the last 3 years for St. Mary's. He'll spit on a curve to start the at-bat, 1-0 count. He's appeared in games in all 3 of his seasons for the Gales, 23 as a freshman, 27 as a sophomore, and then 62 games played for St. Mary's, 59 starts at second base in the spring of 25. Slider misses low. 2 balls, no strikes to Kashimoto. Batted .281 for St. Mary's, .365 slugging percentage, 57 hits, 4 home runs, and 22 RBIs. Cross home plate 46 times. Here's the 2-0. Hit into center. Back to the wall. It's gone! Oh my goodness. Cody Kashimoto. The offense will not stop. Looked like a regular fly ball, and it just kept going. 93 miles per hour was the exit velocity. Just over the center field fence. We got a gate there in dead center. Went just over the wall. 3-run shot from Kashimoto. The Berries have put together 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. And that will be the last straw for head coach Garrett DeGallier, who makes the signal to the dugout and ends the day of the starter, Connor Batzer, who went 3 2/3. Kashimoto hit it high in the air into dead center field. 3-run shot from Kashimoto. We will take a quick break here on the broadcast. Be right back after this. New pitcher on the hill for Yakima Valley after Batzer comes out of the game after giving up 6 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Berries now hold an 8-5 lead. That is number 23, Quinn Stewart, on the mound. Grew up in Fontana, California. The righty is 6'2", 220 pounds. Will be a senior at Cal State San Bernardino in the fall. Just his 4th game appearance for the Pippins in 25. 4.50 ERA. 4 innings pitched. He's given up just 5 hits. He's walked 4 batters, no strikeouts for Quinn Stewart. Three-run shot off the bat of Cody Kashimoto. That was our 5th extra base hit of the inning. Started everything off with a leadoff solo shot from Brecken Hadley. Then a double from Nick Holm, a double from Andrew Moore, double from Bryce Hubbard, and a 3-run home run from Kashimoto. That's how we got our way to a 8-5 lead for Marion after 4 innings. Definitely not short on offense here today. Stewart will start us off with a low inside fastball. Strike number 1 against Tyler Dunning, the only guy who hasn't hit in this inning for the Berries. 0 for 2, is grounded out twice to shortstop. Stewart way inside. Dunning contorts his body out of the way. Count is 1-1. Quinn Stewart previously played his college ball at University of Hawaii at Elo. Major in business administration. Played 2 years at Hawaii Elo. Finds his way with a slider to make it a 1-2 count. Appeared one time for the Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes in relief in the spring. Struck out 2 batters in the 1 inning that he pitched. There's his stats this season for Yakima Valley. The 1-2. Fastball outside. Deuces are wild again. Played his high school ball at Summit High School. Also played 4 years of varsity basketball for the Skyhawks. 3-time All-League selection, 2-time All-CIF. High pop-up off the bat of Dunning. Nolan Rowe just going to watch it fall off the concrete and bounce away. There go the little rascals after it. Count remains 2-2. Stewart's got a diverse selection of favorite athletes. Prince Fielder, Mariano Rivera, and Kyrie Irving. Coming from all different teams, a couple different sports. 2-2. Sliders low and outside. It's a full count. It's funny, all 3 of those guys' favorite athletes don't come from any of his favorite teams. He's an Atlanta guy at heart. Likes the Braves, Falcons, and Hawks. Interesting choice. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Stewart. Low slider gives us a walk, and we are back to the top of the order this inning. Brecken Hadley led us off with a solo home run. Here's a look at it. Was hit really hard and really far into right field. All you can do is gaze and wonder. Hadley will spin on a first pitch fastball that catches the low outside corner for strike 1. 1 for 2 after he struck out in his very first at bat. That's his 2nd home run of the season, 13 RBIs. I remember his first home run came in late innings in a game that the Berries lost to Bend about 3 weeks ago. It was the 2nd run of the game in the 8-2 loss against the Elks. He hits one hard into right again. Caught in the bullpen. Great play by whoever that is sitting in the chair. Looks like that is Ben Allen, one of the 2 brothers we got on the team in there catching, and he's going to hand it off to a lucky fan. What a great guy. Wild pitch. Dunning stole second base, thought about going to third, but makes the smart decision to hold up. 2 outs, runner in scoring position again for the Berries. 4 of these runs have come with 2 outs on the board. Nick Holmes on deck. He doubled. Second guy up here in the 4th. Two pitch. Popped up into the air to the left side of the infield. Making the catch is the 3rd baseman, Kyler Bittner, to end the inning. But what an inning it was for the Berries offense. Put 6 runs on the board. Hadley with the homer to start everything off, get the snowball rolling.
Peanut butter whiskey that is perfect.
Had a bunch of doubles, 3 of them to be exact.
Wild and wonderful in all of us.
Here's the double off the bat of Bryce Hubbard
Telling us about the competition.
into right field, 1 hop the wall. 6 hits, 6 runs, 8-5 lead for Marion as we head to the break. 5th inning after this.
Hey, it's their parents, so we should be good. We have Emma and we have June. All right, in. I feel like number 42 is gonna hurt somebody. Ready, set, go! Oh, you need to run faster than that. Go around the cone. Run faster. Let's speed. Oh, nice. One more. Come on, Emma. Come on, June. And go.
Let's go. Do it.
I believe red wins, but not nearly enough carnage.
Now pitching for the Berries, number 40, Cohen Barton.
Welcome back, everybody. In case you want to come out for the last few home games we got on this season, tickets. Join us at a Marion Berries home game by visiting MarionBerriesBaseball.com with 30 dates, on the schedule. We can't wait to see you here. Tickets on my mind. Have a bunch to give out. 850 people here tonight. We could fit more in the ballpark. And we've got a new pitcher on the mound after Dylan Turner got us out at the top of the 4th. Registered 2 outs. This is Cohen Barton, who's wearing number 40. Barton, standing 6'5", weighing 215 pounds, going to be a sophomore at the University of Hawaii. Will lead the inning off with a fastball that's popped up down the left field line. Drops just foul. And I think we saw a substitution made in left field. That is Will Stickney playing left. I could tell by the red and gold cleats. Andrew Moon has moved to third base. I don't see Paul Vasquez in the field anymore. There's a good look at Mr. Moon. Inside fastball is popped up out of play. 90 miles per hour from Barton, who's making his 21st game appearance for the Berries. He's pitched in about half of their games this year. Has a start, 1-4 record, 7.04 ERA. 23 innings pitched. He has 21 strikeouts to 11 walks. Will fire in an 84-mile-per-hour changeup that the leadoff man, Garen Guler, barely gets a bat on. Guler's 0 for 0. He's been hit by pitch and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Still looking for his first hit of the campaign. High fastball. Count moves to 1-2. Here comes Barton. Again, Guler gets a piece to keep himself alive. Interesting little fact. Last 5 times that Barton has taken the mound, the Berries have lost. Not exactly his fault any of the times. Only registered the loss in the very first one. But just a little fact. Here's a pop-up into right field. And back to make the catch is Cade Goldstein for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 46, Jack Varney.
Ninth batter up for the Pippins. That is Jack Varney. 1 for 2 with a single and a pop-out. From Mercer Island, Washington, batting .303. Low inside fastball makes it a 1-0 count. Still a bunch of kids running around in the fun zone Made their date with the sorting hat out there. Guess we got a lot of Marion Berries. Fastball makes it 2 balls, no strikes with 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Cohen Barton working with fastball changeup, and there was that slider, 80 miles per hour. Cutting in toward the lefty. Here he comes with the 2-1. That's a line drive in right field. Gets down in front of Cade Goldstein.
Now batting the center fielder, number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Dylan Anderson all the way back in the 2nd inning. RBI single just through the 6-hole. Scored the first run of the game for the Pippins. Here he is with another ground ball into the 6-hole off the glove of Andrew Moon. And that will be a base hit. Great decision, Preston. Would have been a phenomenal play by Andrew Moon.
Now batting the third baseman, number 12, Kyle Bittner.
One out, 2 runners on. First pitch slider, low and out of the zone. 1-0 count to Kyler Bittner. 1 for 2. Last time we saw him, we had that bunt single down the third baseline. Great play by the head coach, Garrett DeGallier. Barehanding the foul ball. Former ball player himself at Tacoma Community College in South Alabama. The current director of baseball operations at Seattle University. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 with 1 out and 2 runners on. Pippins are down 3. Bittner with a sacrifice fly RBI in the 2nd inning. Slider gets away from Hubbard, but everybody stays put on the bases. 2-2 is our count. Top of the 5th. Sun is pretty low in the sky. We're closing in on 2 hours played. Not yet halfway through this game. Been a lot of runs put on the board. 2-2 is popped up into the air. There goes Kashimoto, camping under it in the outfield grass. And he gloves it for out number 2. And here's the left fielder, number 40. As we take a peek at what's going on in the fun zone. It's the obstacle course. Trying their luck. Weather's beautiful now. Perfect. Swing and a miss to start the at-bat. 83 mile per hour slider breaking away from Zach Samayoa. Another guy with a double. There's been 7 Pippins to register a base hit this evening. One ball, 1 strike. Cohen Barton, his first inning of action, has 2 runners on, 2 outs. The 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Gives us a 1 ball, 2 strike count. And what's going on today? Marion, 4 hit by pitches come from the starter, Logan Anderson, 3 walks. Andrew Moon having himself a day, 2 for 2 with the double as we see a pop fly. Will stay in the dirt. Tyler Dunning sees it go into his glove for out number 3. And Marion gets out of the top of the fifth unscathed as they hold on to that 1-5 lead. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth after this break. I am Cole Weber. This is Berries Baseball live on YouTube in the WCL Live app.
Who's gonna help our contestant?
Leroy?
Our contestant is Calvin. He's wearing a berry shirt. Okay, here are the first spell. You gotta tell me what it does. Lumos.
Leviosa. It lights up stuff.
That's correct. Next. Expelliarmus.
It disarms you.
Okay, and this last one I'm gonna butcher. Wingardium Leviosa.
It levitates you.
Sweet, he knows them all. Calvin's read the book. Give it up for Calvin, everybody. Guess that spell brought to you by Imagination. Officially entered the Leroy Ferrer Memorial inning mid-5.
I'm a mid-5. Let's get behind your first baseman now.
Shout out Michael Summers checking in on the Berries. And then Lil K pulling double duty, watching 2 games tonight. Hope most of your attention is on this game because there's been a lot going on. 8 runs put on the board by Marion. 6 of them came the last time we saw him at the plate in the bottom of the 4th. Extra base hits all around. 18 total hits combined between these two teams. Neither exactly an offensive juggernaut. Could have fooled me by what's going on tonight. We got a new pitcher on the mound for the Pippins who starts us off with strike 1. That is Cale Hammer, another Snohomish, Washington native, lefty who's 6'3", 220. Going to be a junior at Gonzaga. Follows up his first pitch fastball with another fastball, this one missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike against Nick Holm, who's 1 for 2 on his evening with a double and a pop-out. 1-1 pitch, 88-mile-per-hour fastball in the zone on the lower inside corner for strike 2. Hammer wearing number 29, only his 2nd appearance of the season. Swing and a miss, Steve Reich, number 3. Gets home swinging to start the inning. Out number 1. And now we got the 9th batter heading to the plate, Andrew Moon. And he has scared that left field fence tonight. 2 of them off the wall. This one off the base of the fence, and then another one halfway up, just a few feet away from 2 home runs. Instead, he'll have to settle with 2 for 2, 2 doubles, and an RBI. Leaves a first pitch fastball up and out of the zone. The count is 1-0. Cale Hammer pitching an inning and a third for Gonzaga in the spring. Draws a first strike of the at-bat after the foul ball back behind us here in the Minuteman press box. Hammer graduating from Snohomish High School. 2-time Wesco League MVP for Snohomish. Also first-team All-State. His breaking ball misses way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th inning. Berries up 8-5. Looking for their 21st win of the season, trying to get back to 500. Another fastball. 3-1 hitters count to Moon. Maybe the guy with the most supporters on the Berries team. Always got a bunch of family in the stands. You can hear him yelling. And Moon chucking the bat away. Thought it was ball 4. He has an argument. Looking at the track man. And we're going to call that one strike number 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to Moon. There's a fastball definitely high. Pretty close. Here comes Hammer. Popped up to the right side. Off the green roof, the Chemeketa batting cages. Doing the Bee Gees proud. Look into the stands right below us. Good showing, 850 people in the ballpark. Here comes Hammer with a 3-2. Another pop-up. It will stay in the infield. Second baseman Ethan Hogan gloves it for the 2nd out of the inning.
And that'll mean your right fielders up now. Please welcome from UC Santa Barbara, number 13. Here's Cade Goldstein.
Last time we saw Cade Goldstein, he popped out to center field. Makes him 1 for 2 on the evening with a single and a walk. Leading all qualified batters in batting average on the Berries roster. First pitch slider is high for ball 1. Cade Goldstein from Calabasas, California. The 6-footer weighs 190 pounds, graduated from Harvard Westlake High School. Blooper into center. Not great contact, but it drops in there anyway. And he's heading to second. Can he get there? And that's a good play by Dylan Anderson. It was a good thought from Goldstein, but misjudged the speed. Remember him stealing third with nobody on the bag. He's an opportunistic base runner, but got caught there for the 3rd out. No runs for either team after 9 runs being put on the board in the 4th. This is Berries Baseball, live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. We'll be right back.
They're getting set up. The trikes are ready. There's 2 mascots somehow holding brooms, which I am slightly concerned about. All right, you guys, are you ready, ladies? On your marks, get set, go! And they're off. And Green pulls ahead, but can't keep his feet on the pedals. Red's coming around. Red makes the corner. Blue's on the inside. Green's on the inside now. On the way back, it is number 20. And they win! Give it up! Thank you, Capital Auto Group, for sponsoring the trike race.
Welcome back, everybody. Check in on what's going on in the West Coast League here on Tuesday, July 22nd. Bellingham, 10-2 over Port Angeles in the 7th inning. The Knights, 9-2 over Nanaimo. Kamloops, 8-4 in the top of the 6th over Kelowna. Ben has a 2-run lead over Walla Walla in a very important matchup in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ridgefield shutting out Cowlitz by 7 runs. And Wenatchee's putting it on Edmonton as Cohen Barton starts off the inning. Little breaking ball inside. 1-0 count. The leadoff batter, Ethan Buckley, the South African, coming from Cape Town. Grounder to short, third. Andrew Moon, not used to seeing him over there. Errant throw, but Holm comes off the bag and makes the tag to get the 1st out. Andrew Moon, a man of many talents, playing a bunch of different positions. Just saw him come in from left. Replacing him out in the outfield is Will Stickney, the USC Trojan. Paul Vasquez heads to the bench. Here's Barton. Popped up, out of play. Might have landed in the parking lot. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Ethan Hogan playing his baseball at Tacoma Community College. Just finished his redshirt freshman year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hogan's 1 for 3 with a single. Another pop-up out of play in the same direction. If you're just coming in, it is Barry Potter night in game 1 of this series. If you're wondering why we see people wearing cloaks and holding wands. 1-2 pitch misses from Barton. Ethan Hogan, coming at him in Rowe High School in Washington, was the number 9 ranked shortstop and number 51 overall prospect in the state in 2024. Here's the 2-2. Turned on, but hit high in the air into right, and Cade Goldstein makes the routine play. And we quickly have 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Speaking of cloaks and wands, glasses too. Barry Potter night. I was always more of a Percy Jackson guy myself. And there's the sorting hat tent. Got it on somebody's noggin. High fastball. Misses the zone. 1-0 count to Gage Reesher, the shortstop. Grounder. Dunning sits on it, makes the throw to first, and we will have a 3-up, 3-down inning, courtesy of Cohen Barton on the mound. Drew a ground ball and 2 pop-ups. 8-5 remains the lead for the Marion Berry baseball team facing off against the Yakima Valley Pippins. We will head to the bottom of the 6th after this break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay right here, because we will be right back.
My favorite snack slash meal would be probably Jersey Mike's, number 13, Mike's Way. It's the go-to, yeah.
What high school did you play baseball at?
My name is David Roberts, and I went to Liberty High School in Brentwood, California.
Who is your favorite pitcher in the MLB?
My favorite pitcher is Paul Skeens.
How fast do you throw?
The fastest I've thrown is 92.
What's your favorite MLB team?
My favorite MLB team is the San Diego Padres. Go Friars, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. Great night of baseball on Tuesday, July 22nd. It's 8:35 p.m., exactly 2 hours after first pitch. Top of the 7th, bottom of the 6th. Getting ahead of myself. We got Danny Weidman at the dish for Marion, facing off against Cale Hammer. Line drive into left center, and that one will get down in the grass. Good throw from center field by Anderson. But Weidman is in safe. We were just talking about extra base hits in between the innings. How about another one? That's the 8th for the Berries. tonight. At 5 back in the bottom of the 4th inning. Weidman starts us off. 97-mile-per-hour line drive. Berries already with 8 runs on the board. Scored 8 runs in Game 1 of the series against the Walla Walla Sweets, but they lost 11-8. Not been able to put 8 runs on the board since until tonight. Bryce Hubbard, the lefty. RBI double into right field in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball. Finds the zone for strike 1. Mentioned Cale Hammer, the Gonzaga Bulldog. 3 appearances in the spring. Struck out 2 batters. Allowed no base runners in his debut against BYU. That was back in February. The 0-1. Bunt tried by Hubbard. Again, the Berries struggling to get bunts down and in play. Hubbard finds himself in an 0-2 count. First time facing off against Hammer. Comes set, and here he goes. Slider breaking away. Nice 0-2 pitch, but Hubbard doesn't bite. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Danny Weidman on second. Hubbard batting over .330 on the year. That slider's close. High and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hammer comes set. 2 quick glances to second. Hubbard's way out in front of the fastball, 86 miles per hour. Hammer says he chose Gonzaga because, quote, my pitching coach grew up pitching there, and ever since I've worked with him, it has been my dream school, unquote. Worthy choice. 2-2. Another slider going back to the well. But again, it misses outside. Full count, as Hubbard always gets himself into. Was down 0-2, 3 balls. The 3-2 offering. Fended off by Hubbard. Out in front of the fastball again. Feels like the wind is picked up here at the stadium. 75 degrees now. It's dropped 8 since first pitch. Still only 6 miles per hour, it says. Now blowing toward the southeast. More towards center field. 3-2. Liner into center. Gets down. Rolls back to Anderson. They're bringing Weidman home. Won't have to worry. He's safe easily. 9th run of the game for the Berries. 2nd RBI of the night for Bryce Hubbard. Let the good times roll. One thing you could count on from Bryce Hubbard, when he puts balls in play, he hits them hard. 98 miles per hour off the bat. Line drive into center, gets the job done. There's still no outs in the inning. Hubbard on first. We have the substitution. Out goes Paul Vasquez. In to hit is Will Stickney, the USC Trojan, playing left field. Pop fly toward the stands in right field. In and out of the hands of a fan. Guy in the baby blue filming. Had to drop the phone, try to make the catch. Not able to do so. It's tough to multitask. 0-1 pitch. Slider catches the inside part of the zone for the second strike of the at-bat. First time we've seen Will Stickney. Played his high school ball at La Jolla Country Day. Hit .348 for him in his high school career. 0-2 fastball is low and outside. Make it a 1-2 count. As a sophomore in California, Stickney was the #1 player in the state as a shortstop. Here's Hammer, slider, and Stickney knew it. That was just a good pitch in through the back door for out #1.
Here's your second baseman now from St. Mary's College. Please welcome to the plate number 5, Cody Kashimoto.
Cody Kashimoto switching sides. It's been 3 at-bats as a lefty. Was 1 for 3. Had that 3-run home run into center field back in the 4th. He'll pop one up into the party deck. Drops off the stairs and into the hands of a young fan. Kashimoto with 2 runners on. He went into dead center field, right over the gate. Traveled 370 feet. Kashimoto's first home run of the year, believe it or not. Almost doubled his RBIs as he fouls back an 87-mile-per-hour fastball and finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Kashimoto now with 8 RBIs on the year in 15 games. He's drawn 10 walks. Came in batting .286. He's usually been a leadoff batter, batted second. Tonight he's batting 5th. So we see Danny Weidman and Cade Goldstein both in the lineup. Here's the 0-2. And how about that? Lance Kreck taking his time to ring him up. Had me wondering why he didn't call it a strike. 3 pitches, another strikeout looking. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's the outside breaking ball. Kreck took his sweet time, emphasized it. Tyler Dunning, high looping grounder. The throw to Reeser is in time for out #3. 1 run put on the board by the Berries in the bottom of the 6th. They extend their lead to 4, up 9-5 over the Pippins of Yakima Valley. This is Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Extra magic with tracks straight from the Wizarding.
Top of the 7th inning here at Chemeketa Baseball Field, the home of your Marion Berries in the summer of 2025. Originally, it was supposed to be Bush Pasture Park at Willamette University. Renovations were not done in time, and we're very thankful for Chemeketa as we see a fly ball hit into foul territory. For strike number 1, Nolan Rowe at the plate. Last time we saw him was in the top of the 4th. Two RBI double over the head of Andrew Moon in left field. Rolled back to the wall. So he fouls one off of his leg. Little wince of pain as he takes a quick walk around the circle. No balls, 2 strikes for Rowe. 2 for 3 with that double. Also had a single back in the 2nd. Just added to his batting average. Came in 3 for 5 on the year. He's now 5 for 8. Batting average just keeps going up. Chin music, high and inside from the new pitcher, Zachary 10. Last time we saw Zachary 10 was game 2 against Walla Walla on Saturday. Went 2 innings, faced just 6 batters. Didn't give up any base runners. Grounder down third baseline. Moon got to make a good throw. And that's a nice play by Andrew Moon. Getting on the ground, getting dirty, and making a good throw from all the way over at third base to secure the first out of the inning.
For a beer discount again. Here comes the right fielder for the Pippins, number 26, Marion County.
Way over there on his knees, got up, made the long throw, just barely beat Nolan Rowe at first. This is Zach 10's 3rd game appearance. Has now pitched 3 complete innings, given up just 1 hit, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. All of them came against Walla Walla on Saturday. Has walked 2 batters, gives him a 3.38 ERA. Zachary 10 playing for the University of Hawaii. There he goes with a slider. Gives us a 1-1 count with 1 out, nobody on. 10 from Kailua, Hawaii in Oahu. 4 years of varsity baseball for Iolani as we see a line drive into left center in the gap. Quick single for Garen Guler. That's his first hit of the night. Makes him 1 for 2.
Now batting the first baseman, number 46, Jack Barney.
And how about right before the game, our first pitch? It was 52 miles per hour down the middle. That's the best first pitch that we've seen at the ballpark this summer. Right down the pipe. Ten misses low. And shout out to the Oregon Titans, 12 and under softball team. They're going to come out and cheer on the Berries, as I hope you do as well if you're listening at home. Come on out. Running out of time. Here's a pop-up into left foul territory. And Will Stickney showing that whatever nagging injury he's got is still affecting him. Not moving very well out in the outfield, but that will be strike number 1. And there they are, the Oregon Titans softball team. Saw them competing in the trike race earlier in this game. Might have been also in the kettle chips race as well, where we saw Jalapeno just dominate everybody, looking like the Usain Bolt of chips. Here's the 1-1. Fastball is high and out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jack Varney, the first baseman. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Playing his 13th game of the summer for the Pippins. Way out in front, underneath the fastball, toward the picnic tables. That one bounces off the table into the hand of a guy with, looks like Chicago Bulls shorts on. Count is 2-2 to Varney. Zachary 10 starting off the 7th inning for Marion. The ILH Pitcher of the Year is a senior in Hawaii. Voted 2nd team All-State by the Star Advisor. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Zachary 10 with his 5th strikeout of the summer. First of the day. 2 outs now in this inning.
Now batting the center fielder number 25, Dylan Anderson.
Dylan Anderson led off the game for Yakima. It's back up to bat, playing center field. Stolen base attempt. And sliding in time is Guler. Throw was on line, but not in time from the catcher, Hadley. It was a strike, so first strike of the at-bat to Anderson, who's 2 for 2, has 2 singles, an RBI, a walk, and was hit by pitch. This guy's gotten on base 4 different times. I mentioned earlier, struck out 41 times in 37 games. Just missed 2 for Yakima. He's going to hit that one high in the air. As Weidman shuffles to his left, literally shuffling, and makes the catch. 3rd out of the inning, and the Berries get out of the top of the 7th, giving up no runs. 3rd inning in a row, putting up a goose egg defensively. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th after this break. I am Cole Weber. This is Berries Baseball live on YouTube in the WCL Live app.
The velvet tones of Leroy Forwood.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if we ever come back, for it's root for the Berries. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Very, very nice. I think we're going to have Dingle do it next time, but that was excellent. Well done, you.
It's the bottom of the 7th inning here at Chemeketa Baseball Field. We got eyes on the owner, Mr. Luke, out there having a chat with a couple of fans. 850 of them at the ballpark on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Sun going down, just about set. It's 8:55 p.m. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Pippins, who starts us off with ball 1. Number 3, Oliver Wilday. Grew up in Sammamish, Washington. The righty is 6'1", 190. We'll miss again. 2-0 count to Brecken Hadley leading off. Last time he led off, hit a home run over the right field wall. Wilday. That fastball misses outside. Quick 3-0 count coming from the Yakima Valley College baseball player. Didn't go far for his summer league baseball, staying in Yakima. This is his 4th game appearance for the Pippins, 4.90 ERA. as he finds his way with the breaking pitch. His last appearance came on July 13th against Bend, where he went an inning, had a strikeout and a walk, didn't give up any runs or hits. And he will walk Brecken Hadley to start the bottom of the 7th inning. And this is what Brecken Hadley did last time he led off. Hammered into left. Watch it fly. Second home run of the season. Berries up 9-5. Looking to add to this lead. Got Nick Holm, the first baseman. High pick. And there's that sunset. Myriad of colors out there in the sky. Holm barely gets out of the way of that breaking ball. Right at his noggin. 1-0 count. Holmes 1 for 3 with a double. That one came in that big bottom of the 4th where the Berries scored 6 runs. That one got him in the ribs. Ricocheted into the glove of the catcher Rowe. And he was my pick before the game. Nick Holm, who was really good in that Walla Walla Sweet Series over the weekend from Friday to Sunday. Started it off. Game 1, he was 4 for 5 with 4 singles. Sprayed it all over the place. Was 5 for 10 for the series. Had an RBI and drew 3 walks. Has become the everyday first baseman for the Berries after Jake Dodge went down with a torn PCL. Two runners on, no outs after the hit by pitch. How about another guy who's been really good tonight and in the last couple of games? Andrew Moon, 2 for 3, 2 doubles and an RBI. Shows bunt, and we got one laid down finally. We're going to go to first with it. The long flip is in time to get the first out, but Andrew Moon does his job, gets the bunt down, advances both runners into scoring position.
Top of the order now, here's your right fielder. Please welcome UC Santa Barbara, number 13, Cade Goldstein.
Berries are back at the top of the order. Cade Goldstein, the lefty, is in the box, playing right field today. Finish off the Portland Gherkin series behind the dish. Caught for the first time this summer. Played both spots in the middle infield and all spots in the outfield. So another guy just like Andrew Moon who can do a lot of different things defensively. He will spin on the first pitch of the at-bat. 1-0 count. Oliver Wilday, his curveball doesn't break enough, stays up and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Graduate of Skyline High School up in Sammamish. And shout out my college quarterback, Braden Titus, went to the same high school. Titus probably 2 years older than Wilday. He did play baseball too, so they could have crossed paths at some point. 2-0 pitch is also outside. Wilday's played his last 2 years for the Yakima Valley Yaks. And just threw 4 straight pitches and walked the bases loaded. 1 out. Berries a chance to add to this 4-run lead.
University of Oregon, number 3, welcome Danny Whiteman.
Berries in their first 27 games, the first half of the season, were 12-15. They were tied with 2 other teams in 5th place. And since that halfway mark, they're 8-7. Gives them a 20-22 overall record. So we see a slider to start the at-bat against Danny Weidman, who is 2 for 3, RBI single and a double. Berries 6-8 at home this season, 14-14 on the road. Played way more, double the amount of away games as home games. This will be the same pitch, another slider for strike 2. Started the season off 19 consecutive games on the road before finally coming back home to Salem on June 23rd, almost exactly a month ago. 0-2 pitch. Curveball up at the eyes of Weidman, who ducks out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pippins were 7-20 in the first half, 9th place. They're 2-10 since, and they're still in 9th place. That makes them 9-30 on the season. I mentioned they've played 13 total series thus far, as Weidman way out in front of the curveball. Fouls it hard to the left. 13 series played by the Pippins, and they've only won 2 of them. And strangely enough, both of those 2 series that they won came against the Walla Walla Sweets. So for some reason, they just have the Sweets number. Team directly above the Berries in the standings in 4th place. Here's the 1-2. Going back to that inside part of the plate. Fastball misses. Danny Weidman, 5'10", 185 pounds. First team All-State as an outfielder at Westland High School in the spring. Just graduated. Going to be an Oregon Duck. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball into left. Tagging up is Hadley. They're sending him. Pippins don't even try. Wanted to keep the runner at second. So 2 outs and another run crosses the plate for the Berries, courtesy of a sac fly from Danny Weidman. That was his second RBI of the night. Brecken Hadley comes home to score again. 2 outs, runners on first and second for Bryce Hubbard. Berries now up 5, doubling up the Pippins in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Wilday. Slider in through the back door, 0-1 count to Hubbard. Was driven in a run in both of his last 2 at-bats, a double and a single. 2 for 3. You can see it on your screen right there. Wilday looking twice to second, heads to the plate. That slider gets away from him. Nick Holm heads back to second, dancing the base paths for a little bit. Bryce Hubbard, an All-American at Wesleyan High School in Georgia. Back in his high school days, his senior season. The 1-1. 71-mile-per-hour curve is outside. Gives us ball number 2 of the at-bat. Just game 1 of this series. 2 more coming up. Both of them will be first pitch at 6:35 on Wednesday and Thursday. After that, a few days off for us, not for the Berries. They will go on the road as we see a line drive hammered into left center. 1 hops to the base of the fence. Coming across the plate is Holm to score. Goldstein will score as well. 2 RBI double from Bryce Hubbard. He's got 4 runs batted in tonight. 2 doubles. 3 for 4. Everything is clicking offensively for Marion. Up 12-5.
Let's welcome again the man playing left field for you now. Wearing 18 from USC, here's Will Stickney.
Hubbard cleared the bases with this line drive, 96 miles per hour toward the SMI Stein. He is on second base with 2 outs, and Will Stickney at the plate, who struck out looking in his lone at-bat. Takes an inside fastball low for ball 1. Excuse me, strike 1. What am I saying? Wilday comes set. 23 total hits in between these 2 squads. Another line drive to the same spot. Not quite hit as hard, but it's rolling to the wall. Hubbard will score easily. And Stickney even with the bum leg, as a double standing up. And doing a little dance there, too. RBI again. Everybody's getting involved. That's a lot of extra base hits. I'm going to have to count it up in between innings. So many doubles today. Their 13th hit of the night, 13th run as well. Have scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th, extended their lead to 8. And Cody Kashimoto in the left-hand batter's box. 1 for 4 with that 3-run shot into center field. Here's a grounder to second. Hogan eats up the bounce and makes the throw to first to get out of the inning, but the Berries score 4 runs off of a bunch of hits, a couple doubles, a bunch of RBIs. They're up 13-5 over the visiting Yakima Valley Pippins. We're going to take a break on the broadcast and be right back. Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. And if you didn't know, our broadcast is presented by TravelForGames.com, specializing in travel for sports fans as well as video game conventions and team sports travel. Visit TravelForGames.com. We are back for the top of the 8th inning. Pippins at the plate. Down 8 runs, 13-5. It's been an offensive showcase for everybody in the Berries order. A lot of doubles through and through. Zachary 10 still on the mound for the Berries. They're mowing down the Pippins. He's going to, I think he just, I guess that missed Bittner somehow. Looked like it hit him. Inside fastball, 85 miles per hour off the glove of Hubbard. Not Hubbard, Brecken Hadley. I'm used to Hubbard being behind the plate. He goes 3 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off. Guy getting a well-deserved break behind the dish. Here's a line drive to Danny Weidman in center. Takes about 4 or 5 steps to his left to make the catch. Out number 1.
Now letting the left fielder, number 40, back.
Has not been a shabby offensive game for the Pippins. They have 11 hits as we look again at that beautiful sunset here at the ballpark. Weather is perfect right now. I had to turn the fan off in the broadcast booth. I've got 73 on my weather app right now. It's a little 6-mile-per-hour breeze blowing into the southeast. 1-0 count to Zach Samayoa. He is 1 for 3 as he swings and misses through an outside slider. Makes the count 1-1. Samayoa playing his ball at California State San Marcos. Grew up in Cerritos, California. Went to Los Alamitos High School. Here's a 1-1 from 10. His slider doesn't break enough into the zone. It's 2-1. Samayoa spent his first season at Golden West College in 2024. Was first-team all-conference. Just played 10 games for Long Beach State in 2025, started in 3 of them in center field. Just fouled off changeup down the middle. Makes it a 2-2 count. Interestingly enough, Samayoa did not play baseball coming out of high school in 2023. Concentrated on a powerlifting competition. So took a break from baseball to build his body. And here he is back for the love of the game. Fastball misses inside. It's a full count to Samayoa, whose father played college baseball for Cypress College. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's 10. Popped up into the air. Hadley trying to get there. Won't be able to. It's over the net, out of play. High bounce off the concrete. Samayoa was 2 for 10 in 3 games coming in. He is now 3 for 13 with 1 RBI. 10 comes set. Heads to the plate. Grounder right back to him. And he'll make the flip to first to retire the second batter of the inning.
Now batting the designated hitter number 15, Ethan Buckley.
2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 8th. Pippins running out of time. We got Ethan Buckley coming back into the box. Designated hitter. Splits time at catcher with Nolan Rowe, who's batting 7th. Buckley 0 for 3. Hit by pitch. Make him 1 for 4. After the soft liner into right field. 2 out base runner for the Pippins. Buckley trying to give them some momentum, down 8. Trying to get to double-digit wins on the year. They are 9-30. 5 playoff appearances in their history. I don't know if they're mathematically out yet. I'd have to take a look at the standings. I think they could, if they won out, I think they could technically make it. They would have to have a lot of luck. Inside pitch, misses, 1-0 count to Ethan number 2. That is Hogan, the second baseman. 1 for 4 with a single and an RBI. Pitch from 10 is fouled out of play. And immediately call and response. Look at all these kids jumping over the railings. My goodness, it's a mad dash right behind the beer tent. If you didn't know any better, you'd think they were running for some cider or some wine. Count is 1-1 to Hogan. 2 outs, runner on first. 10 to the plate. Swing and a miss. 88-mile-per-hour fastball on the outside half of the strike zone. Gives us a 1-2 count. Ten comes set. Likes the call. Low fastball misses. Deuces are wild again. Oh, they got him. Barely painted the lowest part of the zone for strike 3. And Zachary 10 does his job again. Gets the Berries out of the inning, giving up no runs. Haven't given up a run since the top of the 4th. They're going to hold on to that 13-5 lead. One more look at the 10 strikeout. Fastball low. Got him looking. Going to head to the break. After this, we got Berries baseball coming back for the bottom of the 8th. The Berries are back up to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning, up 13-5 over Yakima. It's been a very good game, to say the least, offensively. Over 10 extra base hits, had 5 of them just in their 6-run fourth alone. Hasn't been that bad of a day offensively for Yakima either. 9 different batters with a hit. Berries in relief, 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, no runs given up by everybody coming in to relieve the starter, Logan Anderson. First pitch is in for strike 1. Got a new pitcher on the mound for the Pippins. That is number 1, Koshi Arai from Tokyo. His fastball is low and outside. Count is 1-1. Koshi's 5'6", 160 pounds. Going to be a freshman at Pierce College. Wild pitch. Just a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 0 for 2 on this 2025 campaign. 9.94 ERA in 10 games pitched. 1 start. Has 6 strikeouts to 3 walks in 13 innings. The 2-1. That's a slider. Broke a long way. Just 66 miles per hour. I believe that's our slowest pitch of the night, but it's in there for strike 2. We got the leadoff man this inning, Tyler Dunning. 0 for 3, is grounded out to short 3 different times. That means he's out in front on these outside pitches. 2-2, another ground ball, but that one a high bouncer into the 4-hole. All the way into right field to give us a leadoff single. Tyler Dunning's 22nd hit of the year. Runner on first, no outs for Brecken Hadley. Plays his college ball at St. Olaf over in Minnesota. Started 83 games for him in 3 years, played 91. Career batting average is .321. Pretty solid. Fastball inside, misses. We got a 1-0 count to Hadley. Won 2 Olympic League titles in 21 and 22 for Bainbridge High School up in Washington. He'll work his way to a 2-0 hitter's count. Arai comes set, heads to the plate. Hit right at the fence of the Pippins dugout. Get out of the way. Two balls, 1 strike. No outs as you take a look at Koshi Arai's stats. Native to Japan. Most populous city in the world. I believe they're up there at around 37 million people in Tokyo. I'm going to have to look that up. Can't spread misinformation. Count is 2-2. The greater Tokyo area, I was right, 37 million. In the city limits, it's 14. So, however you want to interpret that. 2-2 pitch. That slider broke a long way. Beautiful pitch from Arai. That was dirty. Strikes out Hadley for the first out of the inning.
Welcome from Linfield University, the first baseman is number 19, Nick Holmes.
That's 2 feet of horizontal break. That is wild. Pickoff move to first base by Arai. Nick Holm back at the dish. 1 for 3 with a double. It's one high in the air into center field. Anderson kind of lost it in the light. Oh, my goodness. That was a wild dash to to a routine pop-up. Second out of the inning the hard way. And when it gets late, you do tend to lose balls in the lights. Here's Andrew Moon. Put down a sacrifice bunt back in the 7th inning. Makes him 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and an RBI. There's that slider, misses Lowy to yell from the stands he's stealing, and they were incorrect. Dunning's going to stay at first. Andrew Moon going to Loyola Marymount in the fall, down in California. 1-0, trying for that slider again, 67 miles per hour. Count moves to 2-0. Here's a Rye. Fastball high and inside. Makes it a 3-0 hitters count. Bottom of the 8th inning. Berries up 13-5. About a half inning away from their 21st win of the season. Getting closer and closer to 500. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games after losing that series to Walla Walla. Trying to turn things around. Fastball. It was low, but it was 80 miles per hour and called a strike. Make it 3-1 to Andrew Moon. On deck, we have Cade Goldstein. Both these guys started playing in the outfield. Will probably play middle infield at their respective schools. Another nice pitch from Arai. Gives us a full count with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. 26 total hits in this game. Just the 1 error, 18 runs on the board. 3-2. Slider, ground ball to third. Coming in to get the short hop and make the throw over to first is Kyler Bittner. And that will do it for the bottom of the 8th inning. Last chance for the Pippins, down 8. Berries hold that 13-5 lead. I am Cole Weber. This is Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. We will be right back. Top of the 9th inning, the Berries trying to secure a W, close out the Yakima Valley Pippins. Got a new pitcher on the mound for Marion, Josh Mejia. We're number 32 from Puyallup, Washington, up near Yakima. 90-mile-per-hour fastball inside. 1-0 count to the leadoff. That is Gage Reeser. Reeser 1 for 4 with a single. And he was just behind that fastball to even the count at 1-1. He is 6'2", 210 pounds. Lefty going to OIT. Down in Klamath Falls, making his 10th game appearance. 14 strikeouts, 21 walks in 9 innings this summer. Count is 2-1 to Reeser. Played for Yakima Valley in 2025. Currently uncommitted for 2026. Had a really nice spring. 2025 NWAC East Position Player of the Year. First team infielder. Here's the 3-1. That misses everybody. So a 5-pitch walk to start the 9th inning. To first goes Reeser. Coming to the plate is the catcher, number 37, Nolan Rowe. 2 for 4, single, double, 2 RBIs. Rowe was 3-time all-first team at North Kitsap High School. Mejia misses high and outside. He's thrown 6 pitches. 5 of them have been balls out of the zone. Played his high school ball at Rogers up in Washington. Tried for the breaking ball. Again, can't find the zone. 2 balls, no strikes, and in the comments, we've got my quarterback, Braden Titus, saying, "Go Spartans." Thanks for tuning in. Fastball in the zone. 2-1 count from Mejia. Played for the Wenatchee Apple Sox last summer up in the WCL North Division. Spent 2 years at Lower Columbia. And again, we have a 3-1 count to Nolan Rowe. For the Red Devils in the spring of 25, Mejia appeared in 21 games and 38 strikeouts and a 5.68 ERA. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. He has gotten back to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nolan Rowe from Poulsbo, Washington. Going to be a freshman at the College of San Mateo. There's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip back. And that will be strike number 3. Josh Mejia gets the first out here in the top of the 9th. 2 away from closing this one out. Grabbing their 21st win of the year.
Now batting the right fielder, number 26, Garen Guler.
Back in the box is number 26, Garen Guler. Started in right field for the Pippins. We'll watch an inside fastball. Going 87 miles per hour by him. Count is 1-0 with a runner on first. Got another arm, I believe, warming up in the bullpen for Marion. Mejia heads to the plate. Count moves to 2-0. Garen Guler, 1 for 2, singled in his last at-bat. He's been hit by pitch, walked, flown out to right field. The 6'3", 210-pounder from Natchez, Washington, pops one back toward the concession stands. And I'm hoping to snag a hot dog maybe after the game. Maybe some Odd Mo's Pizza. If you're wondering where you've heard that from, it might be the right center field sign. Odd Mo's, proud sponsor of Berries baseball. The 2-1. Low fastball misses. That's our third consecutive 3-1 count from Mejia. Has struggled with his control this year. Trying to put together a clean appearance and get the Berries out of this one. Swing and a miss. Guy Guler chasing on the low fastball. Back to a full count we go. Odd Mo's, proud sponsor of Berries baseball. 3-2 is fouled off. I heard a great heckle in between those last two pitches. It was one of the better ones that I've heard this year. Grab a 3-iron on that one. Three balls, 2 strikes. There goes Mejia. And he will miss. And that one you would have needed a 3-iron for. Two walks and 3 batters. We got 1 out. Runners on first and second. Closing in on 3 hours played here on this Tuesday evening. It's 9:34, and we just hit it. First pitch was at 6:34. It is 9:34 p.m., July 22nd. 2 more games to go in the series. Low fastball, 87 miles per hour, misses again. This time to Jack Varney, the first baseman. Going to West Cliff College. Mejia evens the count at 1-1 with the fastball. West Cliff, private university down in Irvine, California, in the LA area. Place that I hadn't heard of before, but you always like to learn new things. Another low fastball is in there. Mejia comes set. Long look at the play. Here he comes. Breaking ball. Low and outside in the opposite batter's box. Kept in front by Hadley. 2-2 is the count. Berries wearing the all-white with the purple caps. Yakima, those green batting helmets. Baby blue top. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strike number 3. 2 outs now in the top of the 9th. Berries can smell victory. It was an 89-mile-per-hour fastball that did it, and Varney was just underneath it. With 2 outs, the leadoff man, Dylan Anderson, is in the box. That high fastball finds the zone to make it 0-1. Anderson's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, an RBI, and a fly ball into center field. Swing and a miss. That looked like a Scotty Scheffler drive. Had that back foot stepping out of the box. Quick 0-2 from Mejia, who suddenly found his control. Here he comes. Down the middle. Got him. 89 down the pipe. And Josh Mejia will end things. Top of the 9th inning. Berries score 13 runs. Yakima scores 5. And that will be your final. 9:36 p.m. We went 3 hours here at Chemeketa Baseball Field in Salem, Oregon. And the Berries just earned their 21st win of the season. They're 21-22. Yakima Valley falls to 9-31 over the summer. They will sit in 9th place in the WCL South. And depending on what's going on between Walla Walla and Bend, Berries might have made up some ground in the playoff hunt. We'll take one more look at all the action going on around the West Coast League before we let you out of here. Ridgefield got the win, beating up on the Black Bears of Cowlitz 12-0. Wenatchee 17-6. That game's still going up against Edmonton. A lot of blowouts tonight. Corvallis, bottom of the 9th inning, up 10-3 over Nanaimo. The only close one, really, Walla Walla and Bend, and that's the most important series, and it just went final. Not great news for the Berries. Walla Walla gets the win 8-7, so they move to 21-19 on the season. Still a game and a half above the Berries in the standings. Bend falls to 22-19, half a game above the Sweets in third. And that's what's going on here tonight. Berries get the win. It was a fun one. A lot of offense, a lot of extra base hits all over the place. Couple home runs. Brecken Hadley, Cody Kashimoto. Had a fun night with everybody. I am Cole Weber, voice of the Marion Berries in the summer of 2025. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow at 6:20 p.m.